everybody, this is Vince. This is HBCU Original. Listen, we got a few guests on. Today is Money Talk. And we want to shout out also our sponsor for the month.
Today's show is sponsored by Swift Pro for all your marketing needs. Want to be a sponsor? It's simple. Just email us for more info. Now back to the show.
Listen up. We got some special guests online. First of all, we got my one and only my cousin. I was gonna say JL, but that's not JL. That's John. They're both John, but John is on deck. We got John on deck. Tony's on deck. We got my man over in Korea. That's brother. I'm gonna call him. Let's say Mims. We're not gonna call him Maury. So that's his street name. But he's over in Korea. We got my good friend right here, money making Tony online. Listen, he's gonna talk about some things coming up, and also John as well with trade, dollar talk, and everything else. So listen, hey guys, introduce yourself, guys. Tony, you can go first.
Y'all know y'all kind of caught me off guard on this one, John. But anyway, my name is Tony. I'm in the ATL, HBCU. Y'all see it, right? Down the state.
Yeah.
Tiger for life, but I love my HBCU. I'm a trader, and I live, man of God, and all that good old stuff.
All right, next, go ahead. Who's up next? Go ahead. Somebody can introduce themselves.
My name's Tom Moyer. I went to St. Augustine's University in North Carolina. I live life for a living. That's my occupation. But what I do day to day is I'm a real estate investor. And right now we enjoying South Korea.
What's up?
My name is John Purnell. Went to Hampton University, another HBCU. Eagles, EAGLES, baby.
That's right.
Fly, Eagles, fly. But I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, and now I'm working with Tony and Travis. Travis couldn't make the call this evening, but we do futures trading and crypto. So I'm loving it.
Hey, listen, we're gonna get right to the topic, man. The elephant in the room, Donald Trump. With money. Now, he has his co-partner. I guess it's Eli. I'm saying Eli. Musk. I'll call him Musk. Elon Musk. On his side, and they are wreaking havoc through the United States government. What are your thoughts? Somebody, anybody? Is it good for the country? Is it not good for the country?
Well, it depends on where you're at and what you do. Business wise is good because Donald Trump a businessman. He's not a politician. Politicians they lie to you. And not saying that I'm liking him, but at the same time, me knowing how to trade different things like that's not gonna make you rich just by a tweet if you know what you're doing. So I mean, as far as the economy, he give you a situation where you make money. I'm like this. I'll just mind my business, pretty much.
Let me ask you guys a question. Is it right now is the best time to get into crypto, trading, investments in housing, real estate? Is now the best time, or should we wait a few months until everything settles down?
I think now is the best time. See, you got to sow your seed, and what you sow your seed at is knowledge first. I tell my sons and I tell anybody, if you got to learn when you start reading books. My daddy always say, you want to learn something, read the book and ask somebody.
And as being, like African Americans, I feel like sometimes we're always the last to the party, and that's why we get the crumbs. We don't get a chance to build infrastructure. What are your thoughts about that?
I don't think we last to the party. I think we get lazy sometimes. We want it now instead of. It's just like if you look at, you ever been on a job and they offer you 401k
Yeah.
And then first thing we say, no, you can't take them $50 from me because I need them $50 to go out on Friday. Think about it. You know, unless somebody like your parents or something taught you that about money and anything like that. So we don't know what money is. We don't know how to use money. Money is a tool, and we don't use us. When I mean us, we want it now. You know, I heard this guy say the rich people, especially us, we'll go out there and buy $500,000 chain instead of $500,000 worth of real estate or something. Buy that.
And the real estate, man, we got them all right here. Hey, explain to everybody more. Said they don't know what you do as far as real estate. So you tell everybody about the real estate thing that you're doing right now.
What I do, I buy houses in Wilmington, Delaware. So we buying below market houses that's below market. We getting them from the city. So we'll buy houses that nobody wants, of course, and it works well with the city because what city wants a bunch of boarded up houses? So when we talking about governments and presidents, I think it's super important to know what's going on because a lot of those things coincide with the market. A lot of rules change, and not even as far as who the president is, just who the governor, who the mayor is super important because that's who's making a lot of the laws that affect us directly. So, like for example, some of the lines of credit that we had, they're all gone now because there's a change in government. That's not to say that there's not going to be new things that come out. I'm sure they will eventually, but it's definitely coincides with politics. Real estate and politics is almost the same thing. So we buy houses from the city. Some of them we keep and some of them we sell. It just depends on where they are and what time what's going on in the market. The biggest thing is, of course, location. Yeah, everybody know that about real estate. So that's how I decide on what I keep and what I sell. If it's in a lesser area that's still up and coming, I keep it as a rental. But if it's in a place that's across from a park or somewhere desirable, and I see it's a good profit, we'll usually sell those.
What your
How
thoughts,
many
John?
properties do you have, sir?
Right now that we kept, I have 7. How many have I done throughout my life myself? I've been a part of about 20 transactions alone, and before I started investing on my own, I worked with a real estate firm in Philadelphia, and with them I did probably over 50 deals.
It's that knowledge, though. Now you know how to do it.
Yeah,
And
no
that's
doubt.
that's that's and when you say when you was asking, is it the best time? I think that's it depends on who you asking. It's not necessarily what's going on in the market. It's what your situation is. So if it's somebody right now that doesn't know anything, that's new to the game, I wouldn't say invest right now. I would like my man was just saying, go read a book. That's what I did. I read a lot of books. And just got around it. I was around people that don't necessarily look like me. I was the only black person in my firm. We was probably 50 people, but I just would go with them to the investment properties. I would ask them probably too many questions. And once I felt comfortable, that's when I started doing it for myself. I didn't even know anything about the whole politics to the situation. It was just the knowledge I got from being around people that were doing it. So I think that's the biggest thing is just swarming yourself with knowledge and like, piggybacking off what you said, just reading books, the knowledge. And then you kind of the more you get into it, you start to understand, okay, this is the time for me to sell because interest rates are low, or this is the time for me to hold because I don't think anybody's gonna buy this property here. I think once you get into it, you try to play the times a little bit better. But right now, when you not
Hey,
don't know anything, it's
and
damn,
show
I'm still
everybody.
on
I'm gonna
that.
tell you. I was gonna say show everybody where you at because everybody he's right now. He's located. He's in Korea, South Korea. Hey, they out there chilling, making things happen, making it work, making his dollar work.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and so like Tony said, knowledge, like you said, we as a people, we have to start really being serious about our dollars, our monies. We have to train the youth who come behind us to follow likewise. In order for us to have any foundation, we don't have any foundation. We're spenders. There's no foundation. We got a bunch of millionaires, but no foundation. You know,
We
how to
don't
be
have a
elected.
code of conduct, man.
Okay, there you go. There you go. No code of conduct.
We don't have a code of conduct. See, we a lot of us don't look at, don't really think about our children and our grandchildren.
Mm.
See, you can give them stuff, and the next generation they're gonna get rid of it because they ain't got time for it. But they don't want it. They don't learn it.
Right.
Like where I'm at, I'm in Georgia, South Georgia. You know, you got a lot of farmland and stuff down there, and a lot of people, a lot of kids are, you know, they seeds or whatever take on that. I'll give you a better example. You take a funeral home. Who runs their funeral homes? They family.
Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. We do got a lot of funeral homes, man. African American funeral homes.
And they family from one generation or one to the grands, to the great grands, to whatever. That name stay on that funeral home.
I know, you know, that's funny you said that, because I know just along in our family, probably I would say 70% within, you know, the area we're from, like, you know, one funeral home has gotten all our business pretty much.
And they all family.
The Congo. So, you know, give a shout out to them. But they definitely, so, you know, I understand what you're saying. You're right. But is that a foundation? Is that considered a foundation? Hey, JL, what's up, JL? We got JL on the line. Just logged in. Listen, hardworking businessman right there.
What's up, cuz?
Yo, what's up, family? How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful. Good to see
That's
you.
what's up. Man, how's everybody doing? Good to see y'all, man.
And so
I just have another question to the young man. Let me ask you this, sir. With your business with real estate, do you have a team?
Hey, John, stop calling him sir.
It don't work without the team.
Stop calling that man sir too. He's just a young boy. You know what I mean? He ain't no sir. He ain't paying his dues yet. So
it don't work without a team though, man. I got a team that do different things. So I have, for the rentals, I have guys that are property management. That's one of my close friends, Anthony Bowers. I think some of you guys know who Anthony is. So he'll do handyman things, and then I have a team of like actual contractors that do the big renovations, the full renovations, and it's three guys, three Spanish guys. Nah, they knock thing out for me, and then I also have a team of financial people as well. So we got accountants, and things like that.
Now, did I ever speak to you before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I knew he
Not
had
that
a
I remember.
team. I knew he had a team. I've never spoken to him before because in business, you gotta have a team. You must have people you can count on and gotta have people you can depend on. It is essential. Tony and I
100%.
are a team. Travis is part of that team. You know, matter of fact, I'm hopefully my cousin Vince right now Vince and John are gonna be part of that team because I need advertising. It's all about a team, and you got to have people you can trust. There's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, a lot of times in our community, it's always I got to take. It's about me, and it cannot be always about yourself. You can be so much greater. And as Tony uses, he likes to use stories. The Clydesdale horse. You can look it up. And John, you know that one. This one I'm about to say. A Clydesdale horse. Well, a single horse can pull, I believe it's anywhere between 400 to 800 pounds by himself. And if it's a team of the two horses, you would assume that it can pull, 1,600 pounds, of which it can, except for it can actually pull 2,000 to 2,400 pounds. However, if those two Clydesdale horses work together, they can pull up to 4,000 pounds.
Wow.
What I'm saying, you must have a team. It always works to be successful.
100%.
So if you're watching out there, listen, any alumni watching, students watching, and future investors, future businessmen, future crypto or real estate persons, listen, build your team now. Start while you're young. And then,
It's the most important part.
Network.
networking.
And then not only that, but I think diversification in the sense of diversified gifts and talents that's actually brought to the table. Having people that um, bring their different expertise to the table, and it makes everything balanced. It's nothing like having like Vince and I. The way we work together with HBCU Original was really good because Vince is he's technical. Vince knows how to lay the foundation of different things. I'm a communicator, so I know how to sort of communicate. Whatever the case may be, I know how to do that. So him and I work together. We complement one another, and we're not in competition with one another. So it's always good when you have somebody that can complement your gifts or complement whatever it is that you're doing, because it makes what you do that much more powerful when you have a team of diversified people that bring various gifts and talents to the table. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing when you are in harmony, even in business. Being in harmony with one another, it's truly amazing. And I think us as African Americans, you know, we are so gifted, but I think sometimes that we don't appreciate. Uh, we don't appreciate each other's gifting like we really should, and we don't honor each other's gifting like we should. We need to really celebrate one another more than what we do, because that means so much when you are working as a team. That we have a degree of celebration for one another, because it really when you do that, it brings so much to the table. People bring their A game, man. You bring I mean, just think about it. There's an old adage that babies cry for it and adults will die for it. And what I mean by that is they when you're dealing with people that get attention or get compliments or get things like that, some people just they thrive off of that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you stimulate somebody's superpower. When you're able to what I mean, like really compliment them and really celebrate the gift that they are and that they bring to the team. It does something. It ignites the team. Like you just wouldn't believe. Like John's example, that the team of the Clydesdales, and they come together and they are on one accord, working together. They can do amazing things. And just think about. I know my cousin John. I know the gift that he is and what he brings. He's such a savant when it comes to um, business, understanding how people operate, their giftings. He's like he knows. He's like a coach. Like he knows how to sort of situate people in their various gifting and talent, so things begin to harmonize and work together. He's always when me and John work together, he's always done that with me. He's put me in situations where I had the advantage. I
Yeah, I
never,
was telling. Yeah,
and Vince and I work that same way.
I
They
know. Look,
putting me in those things. Go ahead, Vince. I'm sorry.
I wanted to, because John, I have to challenge. Like I make sure I challenge John every day, and so I
Man.
do this. I do this on purpose, though. For a reason.
Had me
So, like,
read stuff and all this.
but it may he doesn't know why I'm doing it, because I know he has a bigger gift, and so in order for us to get to a certain goal, I have to be able to push the person in front of me or on the side of me, and he pushes and challenges me. And we built this platform. Listen, this like when and not to brag or say anything about myself, but John, he got on, and not this is not jail. This is John, my other cousin John. So when he got on and he said, "Whoa," it was blown away by the platform. And a lot of times people, they think this is the outside. No, this is all in house. We do, everything's here. From the graphic, the video, from everything. And when we can come together and put something together that powerful, it's nothing. Nothing is possible. All we gotta do is keep pushing.
Yeah, that's it.
And so my brother right here, Moyer as well, and Tony, you'll get to know Moyer as well. But he's a youngster on the
Oh,
team.
that's Moyer. I ain't know that. I ain't know that's who
But
that was.
Ah,
Man, what's up?
Oh, he went off. He'll be back. But Moyer is as a great gift as well. You got to
Yes,
get to know him as well. And I'm working with him, and we're doing some things. But yeah, we have to all come together, man. We have to unite our talents together and just put them together.
And and my brother, I didn't get my
bad. I'm
brother's
going in and
name.
out.
My
That's
brother in the orange.
oh yeah, that's Savannah State right there.
Tony.
Oh,
Brother Tony, how you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. I seen you up there, but I didn't see you. I didn't know your name or anything, man.
Okay.
Robin's husband. Robin's husband.
John.
Robin's
my
husband.
cousin. Oh, your sister.
Hey John, you got that. Hey John, you got that shirt on like
she
it
can
means
hear
something.
you.
Hey John, you got that shirt on like it means something. Oh, you know what I mean? I went to Bowie State. We whipped the Savannah State. They ain't about nothing.
Hey, it's about the knowledge, dude. Education. Look, I'm black. I'm black. I'm blickety black.
No, but they got a good football team though, man.
You know,
always
it's
have,
like
always have
everybody
one.
say, Alabama, Georgia. They forgot them teams used to be racist. You couldn't.
Oh yeah,
They
I got
let
my
no
other brother
black
on right now too, Tony. My other brother just hopped on. This is his brother Rob Moore, and Rob runs a national media company. He does plays all over the country. Hey Rob, go ahead and tell people. I ain't gonna tell you. He can tell you what's up. What he
Coach
does.
Rob, what's up, baby?
He's getting on.
Yeah, where you at? Where you at? Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? Listen, how y'all doing, man? What's going on with y'all, fellas? I'm sorry, just tapping in, man. I'm at work, man, but Vince just hit me.
Hey, y'all two, turn your
What's
camera
going
to the
on,
side. Give me a full view of y'all. And meanwhile, now Rob, he has a play that he does, and it's a national play. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got a stage play. I got a couple of them, man. I got a couple things that's about to be dropping real soon, man. But I have a play out right now. It's called "Are You Marriage Material." Really, it's taking off, man. It's taking off, man. It's really it's exceeding what I expected it to do, man. And you know what I mean? So I'm really excited. You know what I mean? Got a lot of things that's coming, man. I'm about to drop a new book out really soon. So I'm really excited, man. Excited to be a part of this, man. What's going on with everybody, man? HBCU original. How y'all doing, man?
We talk about money right now, Rob. We're talking about money. We're talking about the elephant in the room, Donald Trump. How
Money,
it's going to
man.
get
Listen,
African Americans.
that's my topic, man.
We want to know if Donald Trump is going to be affecting African Americans in a whole. How we can pull together our resources, how we can, just build for ourselves, because he wants to take away from us. He doesn't want us to have at all. It's clear as day. But is it a good thing right now, or is it a bad thing that he's in office? Does it help us in any way, or does it not? That is the question.
You know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest, man. To be and I know some of you probably is not going to like what I'm going to say, but I think that he's going to make. I think that he's going to. I think he's going to make a change. I think it's going to be an impact in our community, but I think it's also going to make people that's being lazy stop being lazy. I think, you know what I mean, with this thing that I just heard about, and I really haven't really read up on it, man, but I heard that he's wanting us to stop the IRS. You know what I mean? That will also put money back in our pockets and all that stuff, so we don't have to be paying all these taxes and all that stuff. I think that he's about to run, well, not even think that he's about to. He running the company and he running the country as a business. And for him to be a successful billionaire, people will come back and say that he's not successful. But I mean, you wouldn't be able to beat Donald Trump and doing the things that he's done if he wasn't successful. So I think me personally, I think that it's going to be a benefit. I mean, right now people probably just don't believe it, but I think it's going to be a benefit to a lot of people.
Okay. Well, my thing is, listen, I'm for making money and making wealth for the next generation. So if he helps us get there, hey, by all means, let's get it. Because I'm just be quite honest with the Biden and everything. I didn't really see that prosperity. I'll be honest. I don't really think he knew what he was doing. To be honest with you, and all I seen was more social programs and more social, and social leads to poverty. That's what it does.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick too, Art, because there's a lot of people that voted for Donald Trump as wishing they didn't vote for Donald Trump because of the things that he's implementing with teachers. I'm a former teacher. The education and things that he's taken back as far as money and things that he's going to start doing with the education. I think again, I think it can help us because it's also going to get people, these parents that are, I'm sorry, you watching these parents that's not taking accountability of their kids. I've been a teacher I've been teaching in education and doing all of this stuff for about almost 30 years now, man. So seeing the difference and how it's come to where it is now to where it was before. I think we as parents, as the community, we've gotten lazy. So I think what he's doing now, he's about to change some things. And I think that it should enlighten a lot of us, man, to start thinking about owning our own businesses and stuff like that and going after and targeting.
Or even teaming together.
See, and when that's one thing that, man, listen, I got a phone call. I got to let y'all know. I got a phone call this morning. Fantasia's manager. And so many doors has been opening. But they're opening only because the people that I've met when I came to Atlanta are willing to believe in the things that I'm doing. I was in Delaware, I was in Philly doing a lot of things, coaching and doing all that stuff. And not that I need to be recognized and all of that stuff. I don't need to be recognized. That's not, because I already know, and God who knows who I am and knows what I do. And I don't do things just to be recognized. But for people that don't know me, I've only been in Atlanta 5 months. And the outpour and the cry that's happening and the people that's gotten behind me, man, I'm so excited. But those are the people that are working with me, not afraid to say, listen, I want you to go ahead and prosper, brother. You know what I mean? Because I'm opening up doors for everybody. You know what I mean? I got a cast of 18 people. I'm been giving 18 people jobs. When I was here back in Delaware, I started a community center where I was giving kids jobs. I was doing on behalf of JL will tell you and Vince, the things that I've done in the community for over 30 years, man. I've done so much stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to be recognized for all that. I don't need to be recognized for all that stuff because I know what I've done, I know who I am, and I know what I'm doing. So, but to allow for these people to jump on board and believe who I am and support it, it's good. And that's when you touch on working together, brother. Do y'all understand? It's 5 of us on this line. We come together, put $5,000, just $5,000 together. Do you know how much impact that we can cause a whole lot of commotion? You know what I mean? That's coming together. But guess what? We'll sit on this call. Everybody will be laughing. We'll high five. Everything will be good. We'll get off of this call, and everything that we've just talked about and discussed, we'll forget about it and then we'll go on to the next. Because guess what? It's just a conversation. Instead of putting a plan of action together, it's all of us. Everybody has something that's positive that we're doing, you know what I mean? And we're talking about, I know he is because I know Vince ain't messing with nobody that ain't doing nothing positive. I know, and I just came on, so I already know what this conversation, who we have on here, JL, I already know what's going on. We got powerful people in here, in this, just right here what we're doing right now. $5,000, create a company and just start something like that. But it will be powerful. But guess what? And I'm gonna say it. We won't do it. We won't do it. We will not do it. And I don't know why. I don't know why we get in our own way and stop our own blessings, but we won't do it.
Let me show everybody out there. If you're in the areas, my brother Rob has a play coming up in Mississippi area. This would be in what town is that, Rob?
That's in Columbus, Mississippi.
Mississippi, Are You Marriage Material right there. This will be April 11th to 13th, 7 p.m. A 2-day show.
Yep.
We'll get the
I
information
have
to you.
another one. I have another one that's going to be in Blytheville. Do you have that one also, Vince? I have another one that's going to be in Blytheville, Arkansas, man. Blytheville, Arkansas. We coming there. Then we coming to Nashville, Tennessee. We'll be there. We're going to be in a lot of places, man. We coming.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And so,
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned all these things. Our other partner, he lives in Mississippi, so he couldn't make this call tonight, but he'll definitely make your play. That's Travis. He'll make your play. But I want to say something about your Donald Trump thing that you just said. I'm actually away from the money aspect. I'm so glad, and I don't mean to offend anyone out there if you are trans, but I'm a referee for basketball, football, baseball. I believe I ref one of your games, sir. Were you a coach?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I probably gave you a technical.
I think you did give me a technical. Matter of fact, that's what you swallow your whistle. That's what it is. That's what swallow your whistle. That's it. I remember you now. You need JL. Hey JL, tell him to swallow his whistle, JL.
I got my young lady Tina about to come on. Come on, Tina.
But hold on, let me finish. I'm glad that he stopped all the transgender. Men and women do not need to be playing the same sport.
No, it's impossible for that. That's I don't even know why we would even think that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, let me give a shout out to our sponsor real quick. Hold on a second.
Today's show is sponsored by Swift Pro for all your marketing needs. Want to be a sponsor? It's simple. Just email us for more info. Now back to the show.
Yeah, man. You touched on that momentarily, but definitely, and I believe that in college sports as well. You know, listen, men is for men and women's for women. You know, to each his own out there. What you do with your life, but in sports, it needs to be separate. It's for reasons.
Yeah, I don't even understand why. Don't even understand why we even change something like that. Like, who would be who was the idiot to even think that was cool? You know what I mean? Like that. It makes no sense to me, man. But you know what I mean?
And
I don't know what
NCAA wanted it, because the day he said it, the very next day they unilaterally made everybody stop. Like as soon as he said it, the next day NCAA said, "That's it, no more.
Yeah,
it's over."
It should have never been. I mean, you got to start using common sense, man. Back we said before earlier, common sense. You know?
Yeah.
Let me see if Tina's coming in. But listen, but more importantly, Donald Trump, to me, well, he is making some good moves and some bad moves. I would have said, if I was him, slowly, if he wanted to get rid of the government or shrink it, slowly do it, and not just do mass firings and mass, because people got to find time to get other things in line. It's a lot of stuff,
I don't care. I just go ahead, finish.
A lot of the money that is tied to the government with these programs, they're for community centers, they're for local, organizations, after school programs. They're all tied to a lot of this money. So you have to give them a chance to get other monies in place to run their programs. At least give them a time to do that. Even if you're going to get rid of it.
I don't care too much about these people, man. That's been, like he just opened up a pen. He just opened up some stuff, man. And you know what's so crazy, man? Like, government has been the biggest game. The government is the biggest. And I'm just going back to back in the day. The government is the biggest business besides prostitution. I think, what I mean? I think it's so crazy. And again, I haven't really studied the stuff about it, because I really don't watch too much TV. I really don't watch too much of it because I don't really want to see all that stuff. But the things that I hear when I read and I go by on social media, as far as him bringing the IRS stuff, he said that they've been hiding trillions of dollars, y'all. Literally trillions of dollars that they've been taking money from us, and instead of putting them in communities, these people that's working in IRS, they've been hiding. I mean, go read it. I read that part, and they've been hiding all this money. You know who brought that to fruition? You know who let people know about that? Donald
Elon
Trump.
Musk.
He let
No,
Donald
I'm not
Trump
saying
said.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. I
But
think
but
you
but,
took it.
but what I'm
It's
saying
wrong.
to you is, I don't care nothing about them. They've been stealing for us. Why should we sit up
No,
here and
no,
worry
no,
about
no,
what
no,
they?
no, no. I think you
But
misunderstood, Rob. I said that I'm not against him shrinking the government and
mhm.
shrinking money for certain things. I said give people time or slowly do it to give them
they
time
don't
to
they
whatever.
don't they, I didn't misunderstood what you were saying. I'm saying I don't care. Why
Okay.
why not? Why
So,
why
so,
why
so
why not?
Do it
They
now.
didn't stop us.
hold on. So you think it's okay for him to just wipe out programming for elderlies?
I don't think
Wipe out.
he's wiping out. See, I
Hold
don't
on,
think
hold
that's
on.
it.
But
Good, good.
it will. It will. If you stop federal dollars immediately, which some of these places have community centers
Mhm.
need that money to run programming. And if they don't have that money, it's wiped. I mean, it's gone. They have to find other ways, like within a second, to replace the programming. So I mean, give them a chance to find something, or hey, in 2 months we're gonna knock it out, or something. He didn't give him no time. He just like, hey, it's done and that's it. So
Mm.
yeah. I mean, you gotta give him a chance to rectify. Even if it you feel against it, at least give them a chance to an opportunity to go and get resources to run their program or something. You can't just cut off the umbilical cord when they've been on it for like years. You're talking about just imagine, like, it's just in general, the Hicks Anderson Community Center, who uses probably 80% federal dollars to run that whole facility. It's not the city of Wilmington, it's federal dollars that they get to run that program, and the whole community center. If you just take that away, I mean, you're talking about basketball leagues, football leagues, track and field, whatever, computer programs. I mean, they got all types of stuff that are attached to federal dollars. So give them an opportunity to hey, we're going to end it by 30 days or 60 days, something.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going to be able to have the power. I mean, he has a lot of power, but he's not going to be able. The courts and all that stuff still runs the stuff. That runs the you know what I mean. Like, it still has to go. Like, there's a judge that's stopping a lot of some of the stuff that he's trying to do. So they don't put hard on it. So he's not going to be able to just to do what he wants to do. It's a lot of things that he's done, but it also has to go into the front of the court unless you know what I mean, for him to
Right.
actually like just stop certain things. He can't just do that. He don't have that much power just to do that. He can't do it. He can't do that. He can say he want to do it, but he can't just do that. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, and I don't agree with them just stopping and all that stuff, man. But listen, man, they've been taking for us since we've been born. And guess what? Black people, we don't really question it. We don't question anything about taxes and think about this stuff, man. Your check, you getting 24. I don't know. They just raised it. It was 22 point something that the IRS take. You know what I mean? We pay in taxes, but now I think it's like 24, almost 30% of your money is already gone. It's already gone every time you get a paycheck. Every time you get a
Oh yeah,
paycheck. How? How? Why? Why? Why?
yeah.
Why is that?
I
Why?
definitely,
Why?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with him stopping that on
Yeah.
the
So
dime. I don't
and
think we
that's
should
what I'm
pay
saying.
federal. I don't believe we should
Hey,
pay federal tax at all. To be honest with you, I don't believe we
say
should
it
pay
again.
federal tax at all. I don't believe we should pay federal tax at all.
No, why? But where's our money? That's what I'm saying. Where's our money going to? I'm sitting up here paying for somebody that I don't even know where my money is going to. It's not a benefit to me. And what they have done was they have brainwashed us to the point where at first of the year, at January 15th, when tax money is when you're able to file your taxes or whatever the case may be, they have brainwashed us to the point where we get excited about getting income tax, about getting our own money back. This is our money that we done
I
got.
know.
They done
I know.
psychologically, they done psychologically,
I,
they done hyped us up to sit here and
I
say,
know.
"Oh, y'all
Right.
getting some income tax." You understand what I'm saying? And
Your
and,
own
and
money.
guess what?
Right.
January we file income tax. January we file. February is gone. March they looking for other resources. And in April, most of them have been evicted from their homes and all of that stuff. They have psychologically really done
Yeah.
did this to us. And guess what? We don't even ask questions. Why are you taking 30 some percent, almost 30% of my check before I even see my money? Why? Where's my
Yeah.
money going to? We don't even ask these questions. We just sit around here and just say, listen, it's okay. So I applaud him. I applaud what this man is doing. And people, you know what I mean? Listen, I didn't vote for him.
Well, I would applaud him, but more if he stopped the federal tax. Period.
Yeah, I think he's about to.
Yeah,
He's about
that's
to
when
get
I
rid of.
applaud.
He's about to get rid of.
All this other stuff,
Yeah,
I
he's
can care
about to
about
get
all
rid of.
if
He's
you want
about to
to stop
get rid of
something,
IRS. He's about to get rid of IRS. Think about it. That's one thing that Donald Trump didn't want to. His brother. So he's going to get rid of that. He don't want to pay. He don't pay taxes. So he's going to do that. He's going. I believe that he's going to get rid of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? And that's going to help a lot of people,
But see,
especially the people that's working, not the ones that's sitting around. Not the ones that's sitting around on welfare and just waiting for a check every month. We out here, we working for our money, man. I want all my money. I work for it. So
hey, if you're listening in, you're tuning in. Listen, we're talking about money today. Money talk. Listen, we're just having some basic conversation about Donald Trump, IRS, money, real estate, cryptocurrencies, gold. Hey, Tony, enough. Donald Trump. We want to talk about more about the gold, brother. The gold and silver and these stocks. Let us. What's going on with the stocks, bro?
You talking about as far as the market?
That's right.
Well, I mean, it goes up and goes down. You got we're trending up right now. And what I mean by uptrend, we're going up. Everything going up. You see, Bitcoin came from last year we dropped all the way down to like 50,000, all the way up 70,000, all the way up to 100,000. If you dealt with Bitcoin and you put $100 there, then because I wish I would have put $100 in. Somebody told me when it was $8.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But at
So
the
let me ask you
same
a question.
time,
For our young students watching, what would be the best ideal thing for them to get into? If you're a young college student who was a junior, freshman, senior, whatever it may be, what would be your best advice?
I didn't get the question.
What would be your best advice for some of our young students in college right now? Some of the freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, and even the ones who are graduating or even alumni, to get themselves into as far as crypto or gold or
Learn what it means.
Learn what it
means.
Learn
the market. I'm 62 years old, be 63 hopefully in March. If I had half of the stuff this generation had right now, I wouldn't have to worry about nothing right now. When it comes to buying land and homes and the market, I mean, it's just like you got a Cash App and you put $100 in Cash App and Bitcoin and just let it and forget about it. Especially last year, even now, because Bitcoin gonna take out the dollar, really. Even now, and you let that Bitcoin grow, go on the stock, Forex or futures or option, whatever you feel like you need to do, it'll set you straight. Learn it. It'll set you straight. But there's a lot of emotional, things in it and stuff like that. But somebody beginning from college and stuff, they wouldn't care because they ain't like they got a lot of money either.
I think Rob touched on something too about for those, and I I didn't mean to bring this back up, but for those who are on welfare, listen, if you are getting cash or assistance, take that money and invest it, do something with it. I mean,
but see, that's the thing about it.
Would that make sense though, Rob?
Yeah, see, we won't get them income tax checks, and we'll go buy a car or we go buy some brand new furniture that goes back to the 50K chain again. We'll go buy a $2,000 chain instead of putting $2,000 to make $2,000. You know what I mean? So I mean, it takes, like he said, it takes people like us that have knowledge in different things. Man, I like a part mopping the floor on your stage one day. You know what I mean?
I got you. No, you already got it. No worries. You got it. I got the last say, brother. So whatever you want to do, I got you.
I love plays, man. Me and my wife go to plays, man. I love plays, But
man, listen, man, I guarantee you, man, you will love this play. Love it. You know what I mean? Like Melba Moore. I'm quite sure y'all know Melba Moore.
Yeah. Singer.
Man, listen, the iconic Melba Moore reached out to me, man. We friends, and she'll be here tomorrow in Atlanta. Her, Fantasia, all of these people, I'm meeting them tomorrow, man. And the guy, what's his name? The Professor Oberby.
Yeah,
Remember, y'all know Professor
I
Oberby?
don't know his name though. What's his name though? What's his real
Uh,
name?
his name is Darian.
Darian.
God, I forget this guy's name. I forget his name, man. Anyway, I'm meeting with all of them. He wants to be a part of this. I have a TV sitcom that's about to come out shortly. It's called Grandma Hazel Finds a Man, and her family. Hazel and her family. He wants to be the neighbor. He wants to be the neighbor in this TV sitcom, and Melba Moore is going to be his grandma. So it's a lot of things that's happening, man. From this stage play, just from this play, it has opened so many doors, man. And it's like, I got so much more coming, man. So I would love for you. You want a part, man? I got some new stuff that's coming, brother. I got some new stuff coming. It's going to be exciting. I got you.
I hear you, man. But going back to young people have the best opportunities right now. And then and it's so much stuff, especially when you got the social media and the internet now. It's so much you can learn. And then I follow a lot of people, especially people like Trap. What's his name? Trap would do the stocks. The one been to prison for 10 years and stuff, and all of a sudden he come out.
Wall Street Trapper.
Yeah. Them guys like that, man, they motivate because see, when you got a felon and stuff, you can't do nothing. You can't go out there and get these jobs. You know what I mean? You can't really go out
That would
there.
make so much sense though, man. If you're coming home from jail.
Yeah, see, and but if you can, some type of trade stuff like that. College is just for lawyers and doctors, to me. But you go to a trade school where you can learn how to weld, paint, whatever, and then machines finna take everything over at the same time too. See, so you look at stuff like that. You can't, even your platform and everybody else's platform. You couldn't be on TV like this 20 years ago. This is television for us now. This is
But see,
whatever.
One of the things I was telling a young guy today, I said, he kept asking me about how to build certain thing and network and all. I said we got one right here, man. You can we even you can become a partner with this. You know what I mean? And while we reinvent the wheel, and then we battle each other. You got something that's already done. The product is already finished. You ain't got to go and try to start.
I'm gonna tell you a reason why. Because it's always about, for one, this generation. You say, they have a lot of stuff. Yeah, they do. They got a lot. But they're not educated enough to understand it. So, everything that they have in their hand, if we had it, man, we'll be millionaires, man. I'm a hustler right now. Man, just imagine 20 years ago right now, man. If I knew this right now, what I know now, man, 20 years ago, it would be ridiculous, man. But what's going on right now is, yeah, like you said, they have it. They got a phone. They can make money in their hand right now. But the phone and these computers has made our kids they made our kids lazy. So let me just give you an example real quick. Let me give you a quick, just something real quick that we didn't understand and how powerful this phone and this internet is. They shut down TikTok for one day. I know kids right now that's making money off of TikTok. I know them. Like I said, I deal with kids. That's all I dealt with. You know what I mean? Making money. One of these kids that was making all of this money called me the day. I didn't even know nothing about TikTok. I didn't even know they shut TikTok down. I don't know nothing about it. He told me that he lost $60,000 in one day. This is how much money this kid was making or whatever, right? Making all this money. And he said to me, like, what will I do next? What am I going to do? Literally crying and everything, not even understanding that just because this internet thing right here is shut down, it already gave you a blueprint of what to do. It has already showed you that you have the knowledge to make money, utilize it in other ways. But they have gotten to the point where this phone, if we take these phones away from everybody in the world, bro, if we take these phones away, man, we'd be lost. we'd be lost, man. We'd be lost because these kids has this is a good thing, but this is also dangerous. This is a good thing, but this is dangerous as well because what if it goes out? What if it goes out? How you gonna make money? A lot of these kids, as he's touched on, college is not for everybody. It's not. But if you don't have no education at all and you're sitting up here
Yeah,
learning from this phone,
yeah.
what if this phone? What happens if the phone goes out? You know what I
We
mean?
have
It's not the same how we was growing up. It's not the same how we was growing up, man. We don't. They don't put forth that effort. They don't have that effort. They have become a microwave generation. I don't know all these names that they give it, but I call this whole generation that's coming up, man. It's the microwave generation. They want instant gratification. They don't have the
and
time
nothing
to
to
wait.
fall back
They
on,
don't
man.
want the time to wait. They want to be successful right now, and it's impossible. It's impossible.
And they have nothing to fall back on.
You know
Nothing.
what's so funny?
Back on.
You know what's so funny? If you go back and look at the GPS, I remember the time I can go anywhere without no GPS or no map. And I
Man,
knew
say it
how to
again.
get
Say it
there.
again, brother.
You understand?
Say
I
it
knew
again, my brother.
from
Oh yeah.
Atlanta, Albany, Georgia, all the way to Birmingham.
We could read a map. We could read
I
a
could
map.
go read the map and get right there and go to somebody's house by looking at a map, whatever. See, and then the next thing came out, you can go to a computer and print the directions out. And then they came out with the GPS. Now I don't even know how to get
Yeah,
to the grocery store without a GPS.
You know,
it's
John
crazy.
talks about this all the
Crazy,
time.
man.
JL always talks about the runway to purpose and trying to give these kids a purpose, and they should always have something to fall back on. John, you want to touch on that? I know you talk to kids about
Yeah, I have. So this is forthcoming within the next couple of months. We sort of coming down to the wire with that. It's going to be really nice. Runway to Purpose. So, a book that is really going to help show kids the blueprint of how to sort of bring whatever it is that you have, your passion, your gift, and bring it to fruition. From point A to point profit, and really helping them to you know, uh, to see that what they have is extremely valuable, but also understand that there's a process to it. Everything is a process. They have to have so much personal development. These kids, they have not invested in themselves. They've not had the guidance to really help them to do such a thing. So, I think this book is going to be a catalyst for that and really help them to see things clearly so they can change them effectively in their life. And I'm so glad that we've been able to, put something together that's going to do just that. And so I'm truly excited. Can't wait till this thing is released and we go out here and change some lives, because that's really what it's about. It's about really changing lives. So
And
yeah,
listen, if
I'm
you're out
excited
there
about it.
watching, man, if you're out there watching, go to runwaytopurpose.com. Coach JL will, enlighten you. He has a book coming out pretty soon. For those who are watching and listening, if you have a purpose in life, if you need some guidance, some help, and you don't have anybody that can help you along your path, definitely look out for JL. He can help you and help guide you, lead you down that path the correct way. Also find other people who may be that are near you that can help you. Grab on a hold, man. Young people, don't be big headed and high and mighty. Humble yourself and learn some. What we talking about, John? When they were talking about these kids don't want to. They don't want to listen and learn. Was that Rob? I don't know who said that, man. Last time, the kids just don't. They
I
don't want to
mean,
listen.
listen, I say it all the time, man. But you know
Yeah.
what? The thing about it is the kids don't want to listen, but we don't want to listen. We don't want to listen either. We see. This is and this is as a coach, man. You become more than a coach, man. You know what I mean? As you get on in jail, when they use that title, coach, man, you become more so like a father. You become more than a coach. You become a leader. You become an example that these kids need. And the thing that I've learned, man, I started a new magazine. It's called New Young Minds. It'll be out. You'll see it soon. I'm launching it really, really soon. Vince is actually, you're going to be doing the graphics on it. You know what I mean? Because I don't go to nobody else. Anybody that needs graphics, Vince does all my graphics. Anything y'all ever seen from me for the past shoot, Vince. Well, we've been rocking what 10 plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been rocking. At least we've been rocking. So anything that y'all see from Robert J. Moore, anything that he's done all of stuff. But anyway, I'm launching a new magazine. It's called New Young Minds. It's a new way of thinking for these children, giving them something positive to listen to watch, to be a part of, and be examples for. And we're going to be highlighting youth in the community, doing whatever they're doing, something positive or whatever. But the thing that I've learned about it is we are always the ones that's barking out all the instructions. We never get these kids a platform to actually listen. When you ask a kid a question, instead of you answering it for them, sit back and relax and let them tell you, because we want to know, how can we stop violence? Guess what? Guess who's doing the violence? Guess who's doing the violence? They're doing the violence. They'll tell you exactly, but guess what? We won't do it and we won't implement it, because guess what? We think that they don't know what they're talking about. They're the ones to the street. I'm going to give you an example about this Kendrick Lamar thing that he did at the Super Bowl. I had no idea what he was talking about until a child told me what he was talking about. And this man is making millions of dollars off of something. He was educating us. We think it was just about dissing Drake and all this stuff. But he was literally, if you go and you get a breakdown, ask a kid. A child will tell you exactly what's going on with that song, that performance, and everything. They'll tell you how he's talking about the liberations of the world, things that Donald Trump is doing. They tried, but see, they didn't get it, because if they got it, they wouldn't allow him to do it. If they would understand, they did the Uncle Sam and all that stuff. That Uncle Sam, when Samuel L. Jackson was talking about all of the stuff that, oh, Kendrick, all of the stuff that he was doing. I sat and I listened to this kid that was telling me, and he was like, "No, Coach Rob. No, he was talking about this." But we don't listen to the children. You say that they don't want to listen. No, they want to listen, but they also get tired of being told that they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? How many times you ask a kid, and just think about yourself, how many times you've asked a kid something, and we first thing you be like, "Man, you don't know what you're talking about. You only been on this earth 13, 14 years. But in that 13 to 14 years, y'all have to understand, it's different from when we was growing up. 13 to 14 years right now, these kids know so much more than what we know. This
Oh yeah.
computer, this right here, but they can get on this phone and do magic with this thing, man. You know what I mean? I'm only a post, and I don't
Yeah.
do anything, and I done paid $1,000 some for this phone. I don't know what to do with this phone, but they do. We need to listen. That's the problem. We
Yeah.
don't listen.
Yeah, I know about the halftime show, subliminal messages, like the Joey stick. It was like the
Yeah.
actual pad, like the Joey stick, about talking about Sony. Oh,
Yeah,
did you
but
know that?
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they're
The
talking
young
about
boy
Sony,
told me. He told me. Didn't know.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you guys know? Did Vince and John? Did you know that?
Yeah. I've seen the
Mhm.
there's a okay, well, for those who don't know, we were down at the Pro Bowl game, and actually Kendrick Lamar, his manager, was actually down there. They was down there. We were talking about some different things, and we're highlighting some things. It's funny because Sony actually, the video, they had the HBCU video game tournament at the Pro Bowl, and just so happened he was there. So I kind of like seen like one on one, what they were getting at. Um, and one of the things the manager was touching on, I think, more or less, was like, how we're not getting enough opportunity on the large scale level with Sony, Apple, or whatever, and all these other big companies. And they talked about that during the HBCU game, the actual video game. So and some of the young people said, watch the show tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow? Let me know what's going on. You'll see, man. Watch what Kendrick do. Watch what Kendrick do. Because they follow his, social media platform. And so a lot of this goes hand in hand, man. Like Rob was
Man,
saying.
listen, that boy woke up the dead, man, when he started messing with Kendrick Lamar, and I thank God he did it, because that's a very, very, man. We are black, young black brother and sister, man. You are powerful. I just want you to understand that, young black brother and sister, you are powerful. You can do anything that you want to do, and And for us to understand how powerful we are, just look around. Every race, every culture, they want to be like black people. You know what I mean? They want to be like black people, even though they down us so much. But I want you to understand and look. I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you and I'm being perfectly honest, man. Listen, you have gifts to do whatever you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Stop hurting yourself by second guessing yourself. We are our own worst enemies, our own worst critics. When things don't go right immediately, you don't wanna pick yourself back up. Man, listen, it doesn't matter how hard you fight, things are not gonna always be right the first time. I've had this play going on for the past 2.5 years, and it's just now growing. It's been going on 2.5 years. And it's just now starting to do the things that it's doing right now. So listen, you can do anything you want to do, man. Just don't give up. That's all I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and our time is about to wrap up right now too as well. Hey, Tony, give the message for the student, the young men out there who are entering college, maybe the ones who are already at college, and the ones who are leaving college to become alumni. Give them a message, on finance, something that they can stick with, be a part of their mental.
Find your passion, pretty much. That's probably as simple as it's gonna get. You just find your passion, and when you find something that you love, that you will pretty much do for free, that's what you go into. That's your calling, pretty much.
Hey, listen, when he said what he mean by do something for free, that means positive. Don't be like JL down at that thing, stripping on the campus. Now listen, please don't be down there doing that, young man and young woman.
Jesus, Lord Jesus. Jesus.
Hey Vince, I have to say this. Tony is being extremely modest right now, and like JL said, like John sees something in people. I saw something in Tony, and I've been like, "Yo, how did you do that?" It was just so amazing on what he does, and he loves to teach and coach. I wish that our site was up so that people could come to him, but you can put me back on the regular video. You don't have to just show me by myself. Tony, I have a question for you. Okay. And people, please don't think I'm bragging, because this is actually peanuts in the scope of what we're talking about. How much money did you make today that you could teach somebody how to do in about maybe 2 months, or they could learn how to do it themselves? How much did you make today, and how much are you going to make tomorrow?
Man, my wife is sitting right here, man.
I'm leaving.
My wife is sitting right here.
Oh man, I didn't mean to call you out.
Now she want to borrow some money or whatever.
Yeah.
Money at?
Hey, Tony, man, come
Now
on,
you
man.
put the man on the spot.
Let us hold
That's
something,
all
man.
right, though.
Let us
That's
hold
all right,
something, man.
because see, that's another thing. See,
That's all right. It's her money too.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. But I do prop trading, and what's prop trading is they fund you money, you do an evaluation to get so much money. So if you get, let's say, like 50K, you got to turn $3,000 to that 50K to get a funded account of 50 grand, 50K, $50,000. So today, I don't know. John called me this morning, because I always get up in the morning, and I don't know. He just put something in me this morning, and then it was raining down here, so I couldn't go outside in my garden. So, and I ended up making about today. I ended up making about 6 grand to get qualified, but the last 5 days I did about $4,000.
Man,
And then tomorrow, you're probably going to make another 5,000 to 6,000, right?
Right. And that's just one account. Because see, with the prop firm, you can get 10 accounts. So just imagine making $1,000 for each one of those accounts in a day. Because you can copy trade with that.
Don't tell you we haven't given you no information, no knowledge. You heard firsthand
on
some things you can do. We're gonna also bring this guest back on again. JL, we want to start wrapping it up, but give everybody something powerful that they can take with them, especially for the youth.
Hey JL, I know you about to get in. JL, but just let me just say something real quick. I'm sorry, Jay, because I know you about to give it and you about to bless it. But do you hear what this man just said that he just said to us though? This man just said prop trading, profiting, or whatever $1,000 a day, you get 10 accounts. That's $10,000 a day. That's 40,000. That's $50,000 in 5 days. And the thing that I was just telling y'all, we put together $5,000 to build a company to teach something like this, to people like this. And it just imagine that. Can you imagine how you can just change your family, the things that you can change your family on? Just imagine. I'm interested. I need to know how to prop train. I want to, brother. I need to call you. Because I want to know. You understand what I'm saying? These are things that these are things that we don't know that we haven't been educated about. Nobody, we don't know this. But see, you know what I mean? They know. They know. They've been taught. These are the things they know. You understand what I'm saying? So and again and listen, you know what I mean? Not to throw any shade because listen, I was adopted by a white man. I love my father. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying to you is, they know. And when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. So you have knowledge, my brother, to tell us to change people's lives. Why not share that? You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they won't hear that. They won't hear that. They don't hear that. So I you know what I mean, shout out to you. Shout out to this referee down at the bottom, man. Swallow your whistle. I remember who you are now. But JL,
Tag,
hey
tag.
JL, you go ahead. Yeah, he doesn't tag me a whole lot. I remember who he is now. I remember exactly. See, we got all this stuff now. So I remember. Yeah, I remember you now, brother. I remember you now. But JL, man, go ahead, take us out, man. And listen, Vince, man, listen, before y'all go, man, listen. It's an honor. It's an honor. HBCU original supports and sponsor things that I've done. You know what I mean? Shout out to them, man. Listen, they need some funding. You know what I mean? Come and support these two guys, man, that's doing all of this stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? He threw it in a little shallow. He threw it in that he was at the Pro Bowl. He just, you know what I mean? But that's a big thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's a big thing. And he threw it in slightly, but I listen, I've known him for years, man. And JL is like a brother to me. Vince is like, you know what I mean? So shout out to HBCU original. Shout out to y'all, man. But Vince, go ahead, man.
Yo, family, listen, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're really excited about, what you've heard. Hopefully that you'll take this information and then you'll do something with it. You'll do something to make magic happen in your own family. And I want to share something real quick that Les Brown said years ago. And I think that this is apropos for this particular moment. And I think that, I'm hoping that it encourages you. And he says something like this. He said, if you want anything bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. And if all that you dream and scheme is about it, then life seems useless and worthless without it. But if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror, your fear of the opposition for it, and then if you simply go after this thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern for tenacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gall, sickness or pain, or body or brain, sometimes a brain can keep you away keep you from this thing that you want. If darkening grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God and HBCU original, you can get it. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Let's go, Vince.
Amen.
I want to thank you guys for coming out. Also, if you like to donate, you guys. And once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is HBCU Original. Peace.